hey.
Star. Yeah, spark. Motherfucker.
Somewhere cash.
And this bitch. Take the ass on the bitch. Take the ass on the
Oh shit.
Take the ass on the bitch. Take the ass, take the ass, take the ass. Take the ass on the bitch. Take the ass on the bitch. Take the ass, take the ass. Make it clap, make it clap, make it clap, make it clap. In the club, pour me a drink. I'm sick, it's a blaze. In the party, I'm a play. Got the pressure in the back, got the angels in the front. I'm so hot, and I'm like, when you thought you just got a hole. But always fine, when we hold. Word shit, bitch. What's the college in 8 years for an extra buck? Word, that's fuck.
Do your thing. And right now we gon' party like it's our last.
When you don't need no cash, just give me that look and I'ma know fast. I might fuck you in your mouth or fuck you in your ass. It's really not that hard, bitch. I might even bust a motherfucking laugh. Well, that's sad. This is all your closest friends look like some old heads. You may tell you, so we gon' party truthfully and not drip responsible because we on some shit. Check that ass, check that ass, check that ass, check the ass, shake the ass, shake the ass, shake the ass, little bitch. Shake the ass, little hoe. Shake the ass, make it clap, make it clap, make it clap, make it clap. Shake, shake the ass, shake, shake, clap, 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 clap. Shake, shake the ass, shake, shake, clap, 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 clap. Throw it back, throw it back, throw it back, throw it back, now throw it back, now throw it back, clap, make it clap, make it clap, make it clap.
Yo, hey. Motherfucker, Just Rock, Star Pilot, this motherfucker. You want to say? Shit. And you already know the energies right now. You know what I'm saying? As it says in the title, Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? So, and our body default already, you know what I'm saying? We already got like, with the sun being Aquarius, it's currently it's about to be out there soon, but I mean, as of now, it's in Aquarius, so it's kind of like how I say this. Things are gonna be a lot of things as of now is going to be broadcasted through social media, through word of mouth, through text, through if you got a job, through like your job, your information and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like this is also a time for like how I say this. Hold on. I'm tripping. Why did I say almost out? I'm tripping. I meant to say it just got into Aquarius. I don't know. I knew I was just trying to check it and verify myself. Anyway, but yeah. So it just got into Aquarius. Right? Not really. It got in yesterday, but it's currently in it right now. So sun being Aquarius, the sun takes a long while to move. The moon is the one that is be moving fast. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just man, that coffee, that Dunkin' Donuts. I blame the fucking coffee, bro. That motherfucking frozen coffee. I don't know why, man. It just got me weird. I don't fuck with that. It's a weird feeling. Like, this is weird, dude. But anyway, yeah. So it just got into a craze. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be there for now 29 more days now. But as of now, this is gonna be the energies where we'll be going through times where just everything's gonna be broadcasted through social media, through text, through like word of mouth, even if like it's gonna be fixated ways and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are gonna be direct, no puns intended, because it's like all the planets are direct right now. So it's kind of like with this direct energy, we gonna be like passionate and how I say this, passionate in the way we come across our day-to-day situations and life and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of fucked up, because not fucked up, but it's kind of like why I say fucked up is because in general a lot of people are going to be in the energy of what we call energy vampires, and these are people that usually not usually, but that they're researching like for energies to harness or energies to like look forward to. So if you popping right now on the internet, or if you like on your shit day to day right now, just know you got people in your life that are on that crazy like vampire fuck it, man, fuck it. Let me get that coffee real quick. But yeah, vampiric energy. There you go. So it's kind of like it's like, but as of now, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta be on your motherfucking shit. Like this is no time for being on that BS bullshit. Nah, nigga, you gotta be on your shit. You gotta be on your 1-2. You can't let the motherfucking external world or whatever you want to call it, whatever kind of world you're currently in, because you got your own. We all got our own minds, but the goal is to hope in the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension create our own way of how to see things, and then relate that in a whole totality in general. So when we relate that, we have new ways in how to share our space and share our energy and share our uh, way of vibing. No puns intended. Vibing with each other. So when the next world we create, hopefully it's better than this one. You know what I'm saying? Because this is already done, nigga. We all dead anyway, so it's kind of like we all in the box right now. But yeah, so it's kind of like with that being said, like make sure you on your shit, like no bull, like no bullshit, like make sure you're on your shit, and whether it is like let's say you're doing a job right now, you got a job, right? However you do your job, and you do this, like this job is only for like getting you out of that situation, like it's for your creativity, it's like for your creativity process and all that shit. As long as you have in your mind that God is only putting you in this situation just for you to just to bring you out of that situation, and put you in an even better job, or even out of a job in general, so you can be in a space where you actually just you're in a space of pure manifest, not even pure manifestation, but pure clairvoyance, pure clarity, pure uh ways on how to see shit, pure ways of living. You know what I'm saying? Because when it's like that, then you got other ways, like how you can transmute other energies and manifest other ways in other things in your day-to-day life. So it's kind of like when you're doing that in general, have a clear point of view on how you see shit too. That's important. You know what I'm saying? And when you're doing that, always come with shit negative too. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it fucked up, because you'll get a lot of people in your life that like play you the fool, like boo boo the fool, or whatever that shit. Don't be in those energies. Like be in a space where you know that you run your shit, even if you're not, even if you feel like you're not. Nah, be in that space like, nah, I'm doing this because I do it, and I'm doing this because I want to do it. I don't really give a fuck how anybody else, or how any other external person, the place, or thing feels about that. I'm doing it because of me, and I can give a flying shit. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, motherfucker, I think we 12 minutes in. I can shout. Oh, we 7 now. I'm tripping. So yeah, I'm gonna go 12 minutes in and break down deep, because I got shit to say. Not even shit to say, but I got spiritual shit to like put out here in the universe, so I can shit like that. Man, so it's kind of like when you're doing your 1-2, right? Get uh a, a soul group, a soul tribe, subconscious community. Get them lit too. Like when you're doing your shit, like get them like all in the same, not space, because we're working at we are working on that right now. But since we all have that same goal, and the goal is just to change the world. The goal is, because we already did change the world in general, but the goal, like as of now, it's to change shit. It's to change the minds. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of our, and to be the stars at everything we do, stars at everything we do in general. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, like have other ways, and how to get to uh uh on your creative goals and creative sparks and ideas and shit like that. Like let's say you do music, or let's say not even music. Let's say cause I just seen shouts you, what's Jam Boom Boom, his shit. I read the book. I forgot what it's called, but I read his book. That was a good ass, man. I was a good at, like, shout out soul group. You know what I'm saying? That's subconscious community, right? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like we gotta be on that type of timing right there. We got, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like get each other lit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is we do, get each other lit. You know what I'm saying? And get our shit correlated. So when we do that, you know what I'm saying, we don't have, like, when we do get to a certain position, like it's like Dolo said, the next 20 years we're gonna be in a space where we're gonna be remembered for all this shit we did to change the world, change the minds, change the. Don't y'all want to be in a Don't you all want to be in a space where the whole world looks at you, and you may not even want all the attention, but at least make it known for yourself that you did something in this world. You know what I'm saying? You weren't a lazy bum. You weren't a lazy, like, you know what I'm saying? You weren't a lazy motherfucker. You were on your shit. You know what I'm saying? You're doing your one too. And regardless of what how the external world looked or how anything else, nah, nigga, fuck all that. You were in a space of, man, you were just doing your shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you want to be, because when you do your shit, that's how you accumulate from this weak ass world. But when you in your mind, when you have it that this world is actually great, it's actually like you is that when you have in your mind that you actually love this world, the world changes for you. Because once you go through all your little black suns, all your little shadow work, all your little shit, and then once you know how to give that off to the universe and not give a fuck about any of that shit, you're now in a new space. And now you're in a space of, now, okay, now I can try to communicate and be with the everyday people and and hear what they gotta say and not be in my ego. You know what I'm saying? Because you never want to be in your ego, especially in times like this, because no one's gonna give a fuck when if you're in your ego, and your niggas gonna see it, bitches gonna see it like, yo, this cat just want attention, or this motherfucker just wants to be silly or whatever. Nah, be in a space where you don't have an ego. Be in a space where you know, because your sun sign, that is your ego. That is, so depending on what, and that's the astrology is just a little like once you know how to jump off the root cause of the all astrology, you know, like I broke this down last live. You know, a fire sign will be hot in the spiritual esoteric way of seeing it. So fire sign will be hot, water sign will be cold. No, wet, I'm tripping. So fire will be hot, water sign will be wet, air will be cold, earth will be dry. So when you understand that in a totality, you see yourself as all these signs. So you don't really give a fuck about how it sees how it sees felt to you. You don't give a fuck about how this world feels to you, or whatever like that, because you're already in a space where, like, you once you see something going on, you'll kind of see yourself in it. Like once you see people, you can see yourself in them too, because you're in a space of where you, like, since you're the spiritually wise one, you're in a space of where you know how what kind of space they were in to even come with certain thoughts and feelings, or certain ways of going upon their life, certain facial expressions, certain whatever. Because you're already a broader spirit, so now you can kind of see God in everybody. You so many things. So now I'm gonna get deep. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking shit like that, man. I might be in that same. I might sue these cats. The fuck y'all got? What y'all put in this shit? Check it out, right? So boom. In general, right? We are in a world where we just see shit from from lights. We just see lights, and we see the illusions, and we see people's dirt and people's bullshit and shit like that. Now, when you understand that the other ideas and the other feelings and the other energies, spheres, and other points of views and stargates or whatever, all that shit you want to call it, when you understand that's like a like what's like a big ass like accumulation of just like dirt and trash and all that shit. Like that's what color. That's what a bunch of color in general. Like when you look at something black, you're looking at a bunch of colors mixed together in general. So that's kind of like what you see when you look outside in this world. Like you may think you're looking at colors. You may think you're looking at like oh, like the grass is green, that house is blue, that house is green, the sun is yellow, whatever you might think. But really, what you're looking at is complete darkness, complete, not like it's just dark, but just colors came, and then you're internalizing this shit. So that's why it seems like that you're actually seeing something. But what's really going on is that since you're internalizing this, you're seeing this from all these brains, all these minds, all these everything, all these count. Your spirit takes the sun and the moon. That's what you control. But you gotta realize you're seeing, when you see this world, you're seeing it from all these minds, and you got some untapped in certain mentalities and certain mind states that you probably haven't even figured out yet. So when you realize that shit like that, you realize you're looking at a world of just lostness, because you see how we got here. We were following the light. You know what I'm saying? We were following this motherfucking this this being's you know what I'm saying, constellations. Yeah, that's kind of what we got. That's what the Kabbalah is. You know what I'm saying, the tree, and then you see each planet, and that's you're supposed to, each planet supposed to represent like a desire, a spaceship, whatever like that. And then when you go in that thingy like that, it's kind of like your spirit or whatever you want to call it, your God body or whatever, you're traveling through those little things and then going through those little planets. And when you do that, like, then you see the motherfucking shit. Like, it's like weird. It's like, then you see the motherfucking like the worlds, the so-called worlds that you go upon everyday life. So it's kind of like that in a way. That's kind of what these Jews were on. Like, they were on that kind of shit. So it's kind of like you once you see it as like a plane of life, then it makes more sense, because then you see as the original perspective on how it's supposed to be seen, right? So it's kind of like that in a way. But the reason why I broke that down is because, like, now you can kind of understand, when you walk outside, you walk in a live ritual, you walk in a live witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? A car, the lights, and what's that motherfucking, what do you call those? How do I forget that? Lights, you know, the street lights. Yeah, street lights. The corner, like each corner, each thing, those are rituals, and those were created operated. Well, it was speculative first, then it was operated. No, it was operated first, then it was speculative. So operative is the physical, speculative is the mind. So it's kind of like, so now you can kind of understand the kind of mind state that these masons were in, to create certain like structures and buildings in certain ways, and how to, like, they were like you know what I'm saying, like everything is going to the east. You know, so once you realize, the east, you know, like, so the east, the west, the north, the south, like, it's kind of like a system you got. So when you know that, you see things from a different perspective. Like, you see shit from a more broader perspective. So, and it's kind of like, then you can kind of see like the behind the scenes, and behind, you know what I'm saying? It's like fuck. It's like, so, because I be doing some hard ass I mean, not getting to my, but I be doing shit. So I be now, and I be knowing certain like I be making compasses, because I don't really got them with me, but I'm putting it on a paper. I be doing the esoteric compass, esoteric star, and all that shit. I put my little sigils and all that shit. So I be knowing people game. But like, so when you realize and then separate yourself from that mind too, you come to the conclusion that mind was created from someone else too. So now that you know that, now you can kind of understand the Bible, books, movies, TV shows, cartoons. All these shits were like Bible passages. You know what I'm saying? All these shits were like Bible scriptures. Every cartoon, all that shit was from specific Bible scriptures. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, now you can see the mind state certain individuals were in, to come up with conclusions. It's like crazy. So it's kind of like, so we all gotta be in the space of understand the actual point of view, and that's the observer. When you understand the observer, aka the spirit, you understand that the spirit is nothing, no thing. And when you understand that, then you can understand how powerful you are, and then you can understand the certain other bodies you got in the spiritual realm that you may not be aware of, like, because by default, once you already know certain ways of living, certain ways of how people came to the conclusion of to create certain virtues and principles, and correlate that with their everyday life and live by those actual concepts. You're in a space of like, you see like the actual like how I say this, the actual idea. You know what I'm saying? The actual perspective. You know what I'm saying? What's good, Mac Dang and this motherfucker, Mac Dang. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? We see like the actual perspective, the actual concept of why they come up with the conclusion of doing certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but man, and so back to my point of what I'm talking about, right? So we all have a mind. We all have, and we understand that the mind is constantly changing. The mind is constantly going through not fire hula hoops, but if you're in hell, then your mind is going through fire hula hoops, just because you're already in a space of not doing the things that you feel like you should be doing, or doing the things that you feel like you may feel like you're missing out. You may feel like you're not riding the wave right now. You may feel like you're not doing any of that shit, but it's like, get your shit together. Get your just create, like, even if like create something, like just having your mind that you're creating, like like what this is what this is what I do, right? Create like any sigil, any how let's make it simple. Just let's say you create a pillar, right? So you understand the left will be masculine, the right will be feminine, right? So create a pillar and create like a circle in the middle, whatever, like a circle that will represent your space. The left will represent your masculine thought, the right will represent your feminine thought, and the middle will represent the androgynous spirit. But that's not really the spirit, but it's just an example of what we do, right? Now you just do, like, for example, like how I say this, create certain like words and vibrations, like having your mind, like just create a word in your mind, create like a vibration, whatever, and whatever that word takes you, know in your mind that it's creating, like you're creating a world, you're creating a way of living, right? And when you do that, now you have something in mind, no pun intended, you have something in mind that you can always go back to. So depending on how broad that certain mind state was, depending on how deep down you really truly believe that mind was that you were like doing something magnificent, you were doing something like getting over somebody, getting over something, doing something like that. Create, and you don't got to just create as much words as you want, you have to, right? Now, once you're done with that, now you're in a space of, okay, now I'm in a space of, all right, now what do you do with this? Well, now what you do is you go out, and when you doing the left, the each pillar, you don't have to, but it's what I do. You can put what the left, the at least the upper hemisphere, what that would represent. So let's say that was a sword, because that's what your higher. So let's say it's a sword, because that's how you know what I'm saying. And the lower hemisphere, it's not really lower and higher. It's just like, let's say, like, you know what I'm saying, like a pillar. You make a pillar, and you got the left, you got the earth. So you'll say you put dirt or whatever you put, grass or a rock or whatever. Not, but you know what I'm saying, something like that, or a shield or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying, something like that. And then the right, like what should be fire. Put like, don't put not right, but in the right, put a fire on the bottom. I mean on the top, right, or anything. You know what I'm saying? Fire. You put a what the fuck? Hold on, bro. Hold on, man. I thought I put this on silent, dude. Hold on now. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Sorry about that. So yeah. So, man, fuck that phone. Fucking phone. I hate this. I hate an iPhone. I hate iPhones, man. Get me off my motherfucking point. But check it out, right? So, right pillar will be like fire, and then you put it on the top, and the bottom you can put a couple or some water, wave, whatever like that. And now once you're done with that, actually experience that. Go outside in real life and do your shadow work too. Don't just do this and this. You never did your shadow work. Like, do your shadow work too. Go outside in actuality, and whether you're working a job or whatever. Let's say you're feeling like depressed and you're doing your job and like, damn, like the fuck. Having whatever word you create in your mind, have that in your mind, like boom. All of a sudden, you'll realize that you're in a different space. You're in that same space that you were when you created that word. You're in a more broader space. You're in a more imaginative space, right? So once you're in that, right, now you're in a space of, oh shit, now you can actually see the spaceship you created in that world. Then you can create, and that's like the energy. That's the actual, and now you create the masculine and the feminine, how to relate that spaceship. So of course, when you feel like you're in a better position, even though you may just be working, you feel like you're in a more broad position. Of course, you gotta create the masculine and the feminine, because now you gotta realize how to control that, maneuver that shit. And when you feel happy too much, you eventually come back down. So you got to know how to create it sufficiently, you know how to create it more properly, or whatever you want to call it, right? So you create the masculine in your mind and have a hard ass masculine thought, left brain thought form, and a hard ass feminine right brain feeling, and create. And you don't gotta put it together. Just have it that you like. It's like your fusion, like you're like, y'all watch the Power Rangers when they come together. Go Power Rangers, you know what I'm saying? Like that. So having in your mind that you're like, boom, your fusion or whatever like that, you create like a monstrosity, hellistic, whatever. You like unstoppable up there. It's like that's an actual world, bro. That's a real ass world that you're creating. You start really, people start complimenting you, you start going through shit like motherfuckers was like it's weird. Like you start like getting looks. It's like you start peeping game like oh shit, and then when you know what you're doing, you're a bad motherfucker. Period. And like oh shit, so that's what's going on. And you come in, and it's sad because it makes you want to cry because then you don't realize like that's like people, a lot of people in this world like they don't be taught this in school. They don't be taught this, and they don't be knowing this is what they be doing, right? And it's kind of like, damn, like, and then they be going through shit in their life that they feel like the best thing to do is to see like a therapist or see a doctor, and they get the 1,000 pills, it upgrades every year to every birthday. It's like it's crazy, and they don't even realize what they be actually going through is something that you probably don't have control of your spaceship. You probably don't have control of your actual situation, not situation, but your actual your mentality. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're all over the place. But spiritually, your spirit actually knows what it's doing. It's just that the mind tries its best to be like the spirit. So the spirit may know what it's doing, but the spirit may be in a low place, and the low place is the reason why that you may not see things the right way. And that's shit sad, dude. I don't know, man. Like that's the shit that makes you like want to cry, bro. Like, because that's like the shit that when you like people like aren't, no one in this world should be left behind. But like I know I shouldn't feel like this because like God don't give a fuck. God's like, nah, fuck them demons. Like, if they want to be that, then let them be like that. You know, so but it's like, damn, like, but it's like, so angels care too much. That's the thing. So it's like when we see something, we know, like, it's like we can be a psychologist, we can be a therapist, we can be all the above. We know why people go through the shit they go through. And it's like, man, it's like you try your hard. It's like you don't know what you should do. You don't know how you should feel. And then you come to the conclusion that when you start feeling certain ways and thinking certain ways, then that spirit's dragging you to their hell. Then and then you're like, damn, you're getting stuck, and then you see why they manifest so much hellistic situations in their life. You know what I'm saying? And that's fucked up, bro. And but it's like, but see, like, and God sees that from a mile away. Angels try their best to throw in hints like shit that they can help out, but they know they can't go too far because they know damn well they're not human. So they know damn well that nigga, like they can't even feel certain thoughts and feelings of why a certain individual even would come to that conclusion. You know what I'm saying? Like, angels don't give a fuck about none of that shit. But we try to see, like, we always tell God, like, but there's something we can do, like if there's a fight, what's that quote? If there's a fight, there's a will, whatever you call it. So it's kind of like, damn, when you like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but we shouldn't be thinking like that. But you know what I'm saying? That's just something like that. But it's like, in a whole totality of something, in the whole totality of things, it's like, always be observant. Oh, I scratched my foot. Always be observant of like your surroundings too. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about just in the physical. I'm talking about in the spiritual realm too. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, when you dream and shit like that, when you go to the spiritual realm or go down with your people, whatever like that, it's like that's actually the real world, and those are, and each little thing, mind, space, vortex is a world. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like have a proper way on how. And I kind of want to tell this certain dream I had, but it was like one of them. It was like, so I was like, man, I can see how this relates to my actual real life. You know what I'm saying? So I was I've never been to water. What's that burger place? Waterburger, whatever they call it. So yes, sir. So I was driving in the car, right? I parked outside, and I was waiting for somebody. I was texting somebody. They weren't coming outside. I'm like, bro, I didn't know the person yet until I went inside. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I went outside. I went in the Waterburger because I wasn't there to get something. I was there to get somebody. So I already did the little, so I know the reason why, but I'm gonna get to it, right? So I went in there, right? Once I go in that motherfucking store, I realized that I left my I wear contacts, right? I realized I left my contact solution in the car. So I was like, damn, because my eyes are getting dry. So whatever like that. So like, damn, nigga, should I go back and get it, or should I go real quick and ask where this motherfucker is? So I'm looking for this motherfucker, and they're not there. And I see some chick in the corner, and she's eyeing me, right? So I'm like, I said, yo, you know where this homeboy? I showed the phone, and she was like, no, and she was smiling a lot. I felt like she knew, but she was talking about like now she didn't know. I was like, bitch, are you lying to me? And she's like, oh no, I'm lying. And then some dude in the corner was like walking behind me, and I was like, I kept turning around because I was like, yo, what's he about to do? Because he looked weird, like he was just looking at me, and I think he was getting jealous or something. I don't know why, but like of what? I was just talking to somebody, right? This cat comes behind me, tries like I feel like he tried to sneak me, and he walked away like this, and I thought I was I bet. So I was I bet. So I act like I didn't see it. I went to go use the bathroom real quick. I went to go pee real quick. I came back out. Then when he was doing this. Dude, I don't know if he's on his phone or on the laptop. I said, boom, 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 boom. I beat the fuck out of that nigga. And I was like, yeah, the nigga, stop. Don't play with me, nigga. I was like, don't play with me. I don't give a fuck. And then everyone's like, oh shit. Oh, yo, Jack just fucked this nigga up. I'm like, I was just, but and then yeah, I ain't gonna break too much. Yeah, that's a little of that. But yeah, but I came to the conclusion what that meant in general was that in my life, because think about when I was driving, anytime you're driving in your dreams or whatever, you're trying to get to a certain destination in a 3D realm. You're trying to get somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Whether it or you got a certain goal you want to get to in your life. And now me texting an individual is me searching for a certain idea on how I can bring down here in the reality. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm texting somebody, but I never got to meet the person. But I'm texting somebody clearly. So me doing that, I'm in a space of now I gotta figure this dream out and construct it. Cause I was texting everything, the wording, everything. I was like, get over here. Like I was texting shit like that. And then boom, when I walk out, forget my context, that's me thinking I'm not seeing clearly. Like I'm not whatever I'm doing down here, I'm probably not seeing it clearly. Even though I think you see this dream was a while ago. I'm just bringing it up because I want to have a point I want to break down. So like so it's clear I'm not seeing clearly, and me not seeing clearly is an allegory. Whatever I'm doing, I don't have a clear vision of it. I gotta bring it down to reality. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever like that. And once I go in the store searching for this individual, the homegirl I see in the corner, whatever like that, she's supposed to represent a certain feeling that I'm not expressing because I feel like she knew who this motherfucker was, but she didn't let me know. So this idea that I have, the feeling is I'm not like the feeling's not fucking with that idea. So whatever the idea I had, I know what it is now, but I'm not gonna break all that down because this is my spirit. I don't really break my spiritual shit. But yeah, this feeling that's not fucking with the idea knows that the idea probably won't go far. Then the nigga in the left is supposed to represent another idea that another spirit probably seen that they thought they could steal it or go far with that idea. And me being a superhero, because I was in a superhero suit and everything, but me being a superhero, I gotta be the one to kill that idea. You know what I'm saying? Kill whatever other spirit that wants to come for this idea that I know is not gonna go far. I'm kind of like saving. I'm kind of saving myself, so I know how far to go with it. Because the context there, I came to the conclusion. This is and I knew it subconsciously. I already knew in my dream, right? So once I knocked that motherfucker out or killing him because he looked like he was dead. He had a hole in his face and everything, so I'm thinking he was dead. I killed that idea. Then once I killed that idea, I stopped thinking like that in a dream, and I didn't even realize it until I wrote it down. I was like, "Oh shit!" I stopped. So it's kind of like that. But you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like your dreams. All your dreams mean something too. Like make sure y'all have a dream journal too. Make sure you're writing everything you got going on, because when you write what you got going on, you'll see how it plays out in your everyday life. Like it may not make sense now, but 6 months from now, a year from now, it'll make sense. And those are just like a little too far, but those are just examples. Like sometimes you'll see it happen like that. Because I've had dreams where shit happen like, oh shit, I wake up, oh shit, what the fuck? So it's like don't get it fucked up. But I'm saying that certain dreams that you feel like didn't make sense in a way, like certain dreams that you feel like that you went to a place that you never been to before. I only see when I'm driving, so I've never been there. So you know what I'm saying? So I came to the conclusion that I'm there because I'm in search for. I was in search for something, a certain way of thinking and feeling. But see, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. So it's kind of like anytime you go in a dream in a place that you've never been before, but you're aware of it. That's kind of an allegory of you being in a space of curiosity. You know what I'm saying? Being in a space of it's like a charitable mind. You having a thing, a way of going on it. You know what I'm saying? A way of thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a virgin mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like a virgin mind state. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. You're new to all experiences. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like that in a way. So when you're in that little space, now you're in a space of, okay, now you see the other ways and how to look upon that, how to look upon. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that, and that's kind of how that little played out in a way. But you know what I'm saying? So just be aware. Write your dreams, even if you daydream and you like, because sometimes I'll be daydreaming, right? And I'll be having some hellish, not hellish, but crazy ass dreams like quickly too. And I don't even be like, I can't be getting it all correlated, because you know how daydreams, they don't really last too long because you're not really tired like that. But these bodies are asleep, and then you got this certain mind, the this fake ass, this trash ass mind, because this ain't the shadow government got y'all lost in the headspace. You know what I'm saying? And this is not a space you should be getting lost in. You know what I'm saying? This you're supposed to be in a space where you understand all these. You know what I'm saying? Because when you understand all these states, these mind states, now you're in a state of like you understanding the actual point of view. You know what I'm saying? Now you understand the algorithm of how shit goes. You know what I'm saying? How shit is correlated. How shit is being played out. So you know how y'all daydreaming, and then y'all like day shit like that. Sometimes I be daydreaming, like when I be making music, not even making music, when I be making music and I be getting tired sometimes. Because I don't really be getting tired when I be making music, but I know that when I be having certain songs that like, because I got some shit that I haven't released yet, but I'm trying to get like finish up and shit like that. And some of mine I even released because I feel like I probably was in the space of like being in my true creativity. You know what I'm saying? I only put out songs that I feel like deep down in my heart that was like a true creative mindset. You know what I'm saying? So always being a creative mindset. You know what I'm saying? Even the way you eat, the way you like when you drink, the way you however you correlate your body, like there's certain foods that you can program that you can when you eat shit, you can make the way you think change up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Dolo even has something motherfucking video. I seen it like certain foods like spicy foods make your hair grow and shit like that. Make you, even especially if you're Aries, make you go like shit like, you know what I'm saying, go upon shit like quicker and shit like that. So it's kind of like that in a way. You know what I'm saying? You're in a space of now you're actually just experiencing and shit like that. But back to my point. So when you daydreaming, right? Check it out. Yeah, anytime you're daydreaming, like you come to the conclusion that like your dreams, like when you do daydream, it'd be like fast, not fast, but it'd be like, um, yeah, it'd be fast. I guess that's one because these lack of words, like man, these words don't really be explained this certain, but I gotta use them. When you daydream, you come to the conclusion that they be fast and shit, so you don't have time to write. You don't remember all you had wrote down, not wrote down. You had in mind. No puns intended. So you try to write as much as the best you can remember, bro. It'd be crazy because them daydreams, it's like they be playing out where you be going in real life and seeing those play out in actuality. And I came to the conclusion like maybe that's why they call it daydreams, because when you're daydreaming, you're still in the day. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what, when you dream regular in the night, you realize that night dreams, like when you go in that world, you gotta create the light. And if it's like you know what I'm saying, if it's dark, you know what I'm saying, it's because it's usually because, you know what I'm saying, but like you gotta create the light. Okay, that's just your sun. You know what I'm saying? When it's nighttime and you see and you dream and you see the sunlight, the sun, that's your sun. You know what I'm saying? And you come to the conclusion that your sun is the light. You know what I'm saying? No, don't get lost in the light. This is just a mind, a spaceship. You know what I'm saying? So once you understand that, now you're in a space of knowing why like certain dreams be playing out in different ways in the external world when you wake up. Because when you wake up, now you're in a space of, it's like, don't be in search for your dreams, just experience. You know what I'm saying? The daydreams are different because when you daydream, it's kind of like you're already in a space where you actually are daydreaming, and it may not always be like that, but most of the time it, because you're internalizing what you can actually see. You know what I'm saying? And when you internalize the shit you can actually see, you're creating a mind like that. Like technically, not even technically, on some real shit, we're dreaming right now. Like, because in Sewer Dead, it's even like even broader, but we are dreaming right now. So it's like even just having a certain mind state, having it think a certain way, it's like you're already in a dream, the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say like, and that's why the mind is a body. You know what I'm saying? But the mind is a spaceship. You know what I'm saying? And once you and to get to God, to get to the pearly gates, to get to the heavenly council, to get to, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be out that mind body too. That's that because when you out that mind body too, you're actually naked. That's how God wants you to come naked. God don't want you to be holding on to these weak ass thoughts and feelings that come from those weak ass worlds, and then that weak ass world. Not. He wants you to come clean. Sorry, I don't want to say he. It wants you to come clean because when you come clean, now you're in a space of fuck around, nigga, fuck all that shit, nigga. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? So make sure anytime you want to even get to God too, because I got God in speed dial, nigga. I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like angels. We already know about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we just trying to get humans onto this shit to let them know y'all were once angels too. Y'all just falling, and then demons just some falling. Fuck, I lost hope in those motherfuckers. I ain't gonna hold you. Demons gonna be demons. Period. Now a human is different. Like human is one step away from a demon. But if you can actually wait and see, but I don't be trying to do this. It just if it happens, it happens. If you be seeing a human and they you think that like you can actually help, like they be give you hints that they can actually, like, you know what I'm saying, like get to that angelic space. Then you give them that hint and it all falls down. All falls down. Hey. Except the flight bar, all falls down. Hey, except the flight bar, all falls down. Yeah, all falls down. All right, I'm fucking around, but you know what I'm saying, like shit like that. But it's kind of like be in those spaces. You know what I'm saying? Be in those spaces of just and not. You can never be like God. You can never be God, but you can be as. You know what I'm saying? Angels like to try to be like God because when we try to be like God, like we see this, we see what this world has gone to. We see what the shit this world has been going through. You know what I'm saying? We want to be like angels, like we just want to be like it, cause like there's nothing like it. No puns intended, nothing. So it's like we try our hardest every fucking day. I try every fucking day to be like God, to be as God. Period. But it's like so like man. That's what I'm saying. Like I'll be creating my and y'all subconscious community soul group. Y'all gotta be in that same field. And I know y'all already be on your shit. Like I ain't gotta remind you. All y'all on your shit. Period. You know what I'm saying? If you watch, you know what I'm saying? If you watch your real, you already on your shit. Period. I don't gotta explain shit. But you know what I'm saying? But like we all gotta be in a space where we just create our own worlds. Like fuck this world. This world is done for. This is just a little piece, some little weak ass piece, little man, it's just piece in the like this piece. Just some little piece in this world, like in the spiritual world, some little piece the area that the shadow government went discovered, and then they want to live forever in this and then that this realm of reality, and then they got some certain area they be going to in the spiritual realm where it's like down here, but just more broad, more awarenesses. And that world, it's like when they're there, it's like a little area up there. It ain't shit, dude. Like, I'll be going there, I be seeing what the fuck, I be seeing that shit. It's like it ain't shit. It ain't shit. Because I got my own worlds I be creating. And teamwork makes the dream work. When we all come together and create our own worlds, we can share worlds and come together. And that's the whole point. We gotta come together. We gotta shit. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. We gotta share worlds, y'all. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah. I'm tripping. But now, but yeah, that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta come together. We got to come together. You know what I'm saying? All of us, we gotta come together and create like soul groups, subconscious community. We come together. Period. Like we make this world. Like we change this world. We bring heaven down here. You know what I'm saying? But man, I ain't gonna hold you. Like this whole world gotta get like washed up. Like a big ass wash. You gotta get washed up, bro. This world ain't on shit, bro. Period. Like nigga, like, but it's like you can try. Like we can all try. We can all come to different ways and how to not change the mind. Well, change the minds and at least change a little way on how people think. Because at least when we know we're doing that, at least we know we're doing God's work. And that's all God wants from us. God just wants for us to do our little shit. Like God just wants angels to do what they're sent here to do. We're here to create something that the world can at least come together and try at least it doesn't hurt to try. Like it doesn't hurt to try. Just create something in the and worlds are just minds. Worlds just come together and then collide and come and then create that little shit. So we know we're actually creating something. So when we get out there in the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension, we already got we already got our shit up there. You know what I'm saying? We already got our little and fuck Babylon, but we already got our little shit up there. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like we gotta be in spaces like that. Because if we're not in spaces like that, then Lord, like nigga, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I gotta do something now. I can't just be, you know what I'm saying? I can't just be on some bullshit down here. I can't be on that, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be on my one too. As an angel. I'm over for an hour. I ain't gonna hold y'all. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So shit like that, you know what I'm saying? We all just correlating down here. We all getting our shit together. Hold on, y'all. Try to figure this shit out. I don't know. Fuck it. But yeah, in the whole totality of shit, with these energies in the sky right now, since we got hold on, give me a sec. So we got the sun in Aquarius and moon in Capricorn. So the sun in Aquarius and moon in Capricorn, I'll explain that, but I'm gonna break it down again. We going through shit where we gotta be serious with our community. We gotta be direct with our shit. We gotta be serious with our shit. We can't be on some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be on our shit pronto. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be any creativity we got that we haven't expressed yet, express that shit. Any little shit that we haven't like any shit that we haven't like we felt that we didn't have the courage to express that. Any any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Express all that shit because when you do that, at least you know that you're doing something in the world. You know what I'm saying? At least you know you're not being like, you know what I'm saying, left behind. You're doing something because when you do something, that's all the universe and God wants to see from you. God fucks with the motherfuckers that try. God loves when you're doing your creativity, when you're doing your creative shit, when you're doing anything that you like that you do creative. God likes when you get mad when motherfuckers stop you from doing that. Like you could be doing an art piece, right? Motherfuckers come at your door, or motherfuckers come calling you and or whatever, and then you just got people bothering like, what the leave me the fuck alone. You gotta put your phone on silent. You gotta call people ahead of time not to bother you. You gotta be. It's like, but God loves that because God's like, oh shit, what? So my child knows that other people's ways of thinking comes from a general source of just people trying to not even attack you, but people trying to stop you from your creativity because everyone's spiritual pilot senses tingle. Everyone be knowing what they be doing. That's the whole thing. They all be knowing what they be doing. Is a lot of them that like if they're a powerful witch or wizard, they be knowing what they're doing. If they're weak, they still be knowing what they're doing, but probably not as much. So motherfuckers be knowing certain motherfuckers be knowing certain like ways of going upon ways with the WAE. So that's the energy. So they be knowing certain like energy signatures you be making in spiritual, knowing that okay, this individual is most likely doing their creativity. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hit them up and let them know if I can either join them or if I can like get a part of what they got going on, or I can like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people they like these spirits know what they're doing. But not all. I'm not saying, and that's just an example. There's many examples you can use just to come to that conclusion that okay, motherfuckers be knowing what they be doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta be the wiser, the powerful spirit. Cause nigga, I'm a powerful spirit. Nigga, I already know me. I already know my footsteps. I already know the shit I be. Nigga, trust me. I'm aware. Trust me. I'm aware. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, to get to the actual generality. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like God loves when you're in spaces of that. When you're in spaces of not being able to do your creativity, because God knows that all that is like an energy you're creating. Like all that is like that's like thoughts, feeling, creation, mutation, evolution. Creation, mutation, evolution. I got that right. Finally, because I got that shit wrong my last live stream, not my last one, but a couple live streams ago. But yeah, creation, mutation, and evolution. Yeah, creation, yeah, mutation. Yes. So you creating something, and that's like a big ass substance that once the motherfuckers are once you actually get to a nice spot where you can use your creativity, where where you can get to your creative uh ideas and shit like that or whatever like that. You're in a space of now you got a big ass charge, a big ass battery that full of teacher ideas, science ideas, spiritual ideas, or whatever your mind was on. Because it's like you're in the esoteric realm. You're in the kitchen putting all your the great thoughts, the great feelings, the great science shit, the great spiritual shit, the great astrology shit, the great art shit, the great tarot card shit, the great crystals and gems, the great all that shit. You so it's like you're cooking it, and once you're done with it, once you got that soul food out, it plays out as you having way more ideas, way more different untapped energies that you had in the spiritual realm, you had in your mind, in some mind bodies that you forgot about. You bring it down here. You create it the best you can, and you put it out in your art, or you put it out in your astrology, or you put it on your spiritual videos, or you put it on your music, or you put it on in your all that shit. You got some broad ass ideas, some broad ass ways of thinking. Just because it's just because you were in a space of trying to be creative, and God fucks with that. God sees that as you. If you're willing to just be in a space of like anger because you're not in your creativity, what, child? Man, take this blessing. Take this. You got it. Like, y'all know Oprah's like, you get a car. You get a car. It's like God's like, you get a blessing. You'll never be less, but you'll get a blessing. You get a blessing. You'll get a blessing. And he's giving it to you. Then you can get it's given it to you. Then you can give it to your people. Then your people live better. Then your other it's like you're doing some other shit. And I'm only following God. I'm only following God. Period. I don't give a fuck about nothing. No human or no demon gotta say. I get all my ideas, all my everything from God. Period. That's how y'all should be too. You know what I'm saying? And in order to get to that space, you just got to realize that you are the most simplest way I can break it down is no, you're not the mind. That's and then and like I brought you to the river to the river, and you got to know how to do it yourself. You are not the mind. 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 That's it. Know that. Then you're in a weight. You're in a space. I can't even. So you know what I'm saying? But it's, all right. So I'm going for an hour. You know what I'm saying? Make this an hour live stream? Yeah, just for us. I'm doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like we just gotta be in a space of just motherfucking just like knowing our true power, knowing we are the superheroes, we are the mastics, we are the mental pilots, we are the creators. I heard a female in one of those live streams say this: we are the originators. I fuck with that shit. The originators. I fuck with that shit. Holy shit. We are the originators. Period. We the motherfuckers where everything, or how you say that word? Everything originated from. Fuck it. I can't see where I'm going. So period. You know what I'm saying? We created half this world. You gotta know your power. When you look up, you look at yourself. When you look at a stranger, you're looking at yourself. You're looking at a different perspective of yourself. Everyone, and that's why like everyone. That's why in your dreams, when you're looking at somebody, when you're with people, everyone is a different version of yourself. Take that virtue and principle down here. When you're experiencing the real life, experiencing the real thing, whatever, everyone has a different perspective of you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta realize you took all these mind states and forms and bodies. You gotta know that. No, that's you did that. We all did that. How you think we all came down here? The fuck? You know what I'm saying? So know that. So when you know that, you're already in a space of just knowing, all right, so let me change what the fuck I'm doing wrong right now, or let me change the fuck that I haven't done yet, and let me put that out in the universe and put that out in the world and express that now, and then that's how I bring something new down here. Now I know that because now I'm in a space of okay, so now who the fuck's gonna stop me? Who? The only one that can stop you is you. You. You the only one that can stop it. You are the only one that can stop yourself. So know that I'm unstoppable. So when you're unconvincible down here, you're invincible up there. Because no mind, no feeling, no thought, no action, no body language, no nothing, no vibe, no nothing can change the way you think. No, nothing can persuade the fuck you feel, because you know the idea you have ain't even from this world. It's just it's you know what I'm saying, and you know the fucked up shit. That idea is not even you. That's just a tool. You know you're way harder. You know you're way broader than that actual idea. You know you're just using that idea for just to use it like a bitch. It's just a bitch. It's just a bitch. It's just a tool. It ain't shit, dude. You know. But you know you know what is shit? I mean, you know what isn't shit? Your spirit. Your spirit ain't shit. So now you're in a space. Okay, I'm all right. I can't be fucked with. So not see. It's like fun when you're in spaces like those, because you're in a space of oh shit. Now you know your oh shit my powers. Now you know your shit. Like, oh shit. Oh. What's that? House Soldier Boy dance. You know that? Hey, on my plane. You know what I'm saying? But y'all say you're in a space of like, bro, you're in your true super like, and then you come to the conclusion you've been always doing this ever since you initiated yourself down here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I hate saying down here because it's just you initiated yourself in a form to be aware in that form. You know what I'm saying? So even as a kid, like I think I say this a lot, but it's true. As a kid, you always knew you had superpowers. It's just when you went to school, you forgot about it because of other shit that indoctrinated our minds and made us think that what we're doing is not the real thing. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. None of that shit is a bad thing. I'm just saying, but in general, we all, as a kid from 3 years old, you should already know that. Okay, you should come. Oh, okay, yeah, I got superpowers. You should already know that. and I ain't gonna hold you. As a kid, bro, I had this one toy, right? I had a plane, bro. I swear on everything, but nothing. But on everything, but nothing. I had a motherfucking plane as a toy, and I always seen it as my mind, dude. Like I always seen it like motherfuckers just flying, like not mine, but I always had that because in my mind that nigga, this is what like, and I always had also was I was like new spot. I swear on everything. You can ask my mother on everything. My mom will tell you, bro. Then like, but I always go back to that mindset. I swear, because it makes me want to cry sometimes. Because I always come to the conclusion, damn, nigga, I always knew what the fuck I was doing. And then like, but yeah, I won't go too much deep on that. But yeah, but shit like that, like and so it's like that's why when you become a real spiritual motherfucker, you always go back to your childhood memories, your childhood shit where you used to do something that you didn't know was spiritual as fuck. You didn't know that was actually like that you like y'all know damn well when y'all were kids. All right, it may have been because y'all watched a motherfucking the you know what I'm saying, action adventure shit, but y'all know, but your spirit knew what it was doing. Your spirit always knew what the fuck it was doing. It's just that you forgot. Because then you get to a certain age where you stop doing shit like that. It's like uncool. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, if you do shit like that, motherfuckers look at you like, what the fuck is this cat? Man, but he look lit though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like no one can say anything about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I'll do that, but I'm saying if I did, like, it's not today, it wouldn't be seen as weird, especially at times like this. Nigga, do your oh man, God, man, like you know what I'm saying? But you won't be seen as weird. You just be seen as like, oh, this cat just watches anime, or this cat just he lit or he high. You know what I'm saying? But no one's gonna see you like, unless they're so low vibrational spirits, they're like demons that they don't even give a like. they hate when motherfuckers shine. They hate when motherfuckers do what they like doing. So they'll probably throw some weird ass vibes and weird ass energies. But guess what? You can transmute that motherfucking shit and use it for your own creative shit. And that's what you were doing as a kid. You just forgot that shit. A lot of y'all motherfuckers, when y'all were doing all that little crazy shit as a kid, you know what I'm saying? Y'all probably didn't realize that y'all would go back. Y'all go straight to your creativity, toys. Or if you were art, if you like to draw. I knew I loved to draw as a kid. And I loved horror movies, but that's beside the point. You probably like to draw and shit or play with your toys. You don't know you're transmuting energy, just have it in that world. You're like doing some other shit, playing with your toys, not even knowing what you're doing. I mean, it's because when you get older, it's like, man, shit just things change, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But shit like that, and we're an hour in, bro. Hey man, hey y'all, I love and appreciate all y'all and this motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll definitely try infinitely. Because we ain't using that. I'm putting death to shit. I'm infinitely going live longer. I'll try to go live. I'll try because I got shit I'll be doing. But I'm infinitely going live longer. These next going passing days and shit like that. But yeah, JetSpark Star Pilot out in this motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? And I love and appreciate all y'all from the bottom of my heart. Shout you out, Mac Dank. You know what I'm saying? Shout all y'all out.